You know, this is how you do a neo-noir crime anthology film based on a well-respected novel. And you get amazing results.
Enjoy the show.
Sin City, also known as Frank Miller's Sin City, released in 2005, directed by Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller, they both write the script, and stars a ensemble cast: Jessica Biel, Benicio del Toro, Brittany Murphy, Clive Owen, Mickey Rourke, Bruce Willis, Elijah Wood, Alexis Bledel, the late Michael Hart Duncan, Rosario Dawson, Carla Guigino, Rutger Hauer, Jaime King, Nick Stahl. The list goes on. And this movie is based on the first, third, and fourth books in Frank Miller's original comic series. The Hard Goodbye, The Big Fat Kill, The Yellow Bastard, and The Customer is Always Right. And which represents our intro and outro for the film. And the plot of this movie this is a quartet of those four neo-noir tales. A mysterious salesman narrates a tragic story of codependency, while a muscle-bound vigilante tears his way through the criminal underworld in search of his lost love. In another part of the city, a grizzled carp foils the ambition of a child killer, and an ex-prostitute evades her ex-pimp with the help of her new boyfriend, Dwight. And like I said, the Big Fat Kill focuses on every man getting caught in a street war between a group of prostitutes and a group of mercenaries, the police, and the mob. Yellow Bastard is the aged police officer. The Customer is Always Right comes from Booze, Broads, and Bullets, which is the sixth book in the comic series. And you have this nice crime anthology film, and one of my favorite R-rated films, one of my favorite R-rated comic book films, one of my favorite films of all time. Yep. This is how you frickin' do it. 2005. Wow. Great film. Love the creativeness and the entertainingness that they go with in this movie. I like the choices that they decide the choice of comics they decide to use. You can tell that they wanted to be extremely faithful to the source material, and both Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez, they did that. The unique color processing is pretty cool. I like the way the color processing looks. It does feel like a noir film. And this movie is rendered in mostly in black and white, while retaining or adding color for selected objects. And they are done very well. And this was one of the first films with Casshern, Immortal, and Sky Captain: The World Tomorrow to be shot on a digital backlot primarily. And it does show because it is basically all the actors in front of a green screen that allows the artificial backgrounds as well as major foreground elements and card stuff to be added. And 3 sets were constructed by hand: the hospital corridor, Shelley's apartment, and Katie's bar. And with the use of the green screen, they did really well. And this was one of the few fully digital live action films. And the whole film was initially shot in color and then transconverted into black and white. And the colorization I really like in here on certain subjects, such as Devon Aoki's character red and blue clothing, Alexis Bledel's blue eyes and red blood, Michael Clarke Duncan's golden eye, Rutger Hauer's green eyes, Jaime Keen's red dress and blonde hair, Clive Owen's Converse shoes and Cadillac, Mickey Rourke's red blood and orange prescription pill container, Marley Shelton's green eyes, red dress and red lips, Nick Styles' yellow face and body, Elijah Wood's glasses. And I like the color correction here, and it does feel like a film noir. It does. And this technique was used on another Frank Miller adaptation, 300, which will come out in 2007. And the plan of staying faithful to the source material works for the better, and it is great. It is pretty great. And the music is pretty good. You have Rob Rodriguez doing the music, John Debney and Graham Revelle doing the music as well. Now, this movie has 3 directors credited. Miller and Rodriguez, the main directors, and Quentin Tarantino, directing the drive to the pits with Dwight. And the violence is there. They do keep the violence from the comic books, the profanity, you do see a lot of skin, see very intense moments, and they decide, the directors, they made a commitment to absolute unreality. And the script is really great. I love the genre influences. And this movie deserves to make some money. And it did. Now there is an extended cut, of course. The extended cut runs at a 2-hour and 23-minute runtime. I think 2-hour and 24-minute runtime. And the original cut is 2 hours and 4 minutes. And either cut, it never feels boring. It never feels boring. There's never a dull moment. Acting in this movie is great. Like I said, it's an all-star cast. Jessica Alba, Mackenzie Vega, Benicio del Toro, Brittany Murphy, may she rest in peace, Clive Owen, Mickey Rourke, Bruce Willis, Elijah Wood, Alexis Bledel, Carla Guigino, Devon Aoki, Powers Boothe, Rosario Dawson, the late Michael Clarke Duncan, Jaime King, Michael Madsen, Marley Shelton, Nick Styles. This is a big cast of actors, and they are all great in their parts. Overall, Sin City, the first Sin City, one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my favorite comic book films of all time, one of my favorite R-rated comic book films of all time, and just a very fun film. And Elijah Wood is the bad guy. How can you not like that? How can you not like that? So, overall, definitely, I have to give Sin City my JD Rainbow Seal of approval. Let me know what you guys think about this badass R-rated comic book film down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you read the Sin City comics? Have you not? I haven't read them, but I do know that they remained faithful to the source material. So yeah, I'll see you guys in A Dame to Kill For. And you guys, keep it cool as always. I'll see ya.